Breaking news, shocking events caught on camera. You won't believe your eyes. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video, share this video, comment down below, and remind y'all, this is some insane advisory. Let's go.
We begin with a Detroit police officer accused of being on the wrong side of the law. Thank you for joining us for 7 News Detroit at 6. I'm Mike Duffy.
That's crazy.
While off duty, he's accused of repeatedly punching a man more than twice his age. It happened after a football game last year at Chippewa Valley High School. This is new surveillance video from that night. Here's 7 investigator Ross Jones with what the...
This is crazy. And remind you, this is a police officer. They should know the rules and the laws and knows what you're doing right now. It's wrong. This is crazy. He's an off-duty Detroit police officer, and this is what he's doing while he's off duty. He probably thought this wasn't going to be on video, but you was mistakenly wrong.
Department is saying about the officer's conduct.
People versus Philip John Rodriguez.
A Detroit police officer had a court date this week over an alleged assault that took place more than a year ago. Officer Philip Rodriguez was off duty at the time last October, attending a football game at Chippewa Valley High School. While there, according to police records, Officer Rodriguez's truck was parked where it shouldn't be, blocking an entrance used by the high school's marching band. After an announcement was made to move the vehicle, Rodriguez's girlfriend would, and went...
It's crazy. It's always people that think they're above the law, thinking they could park anywhere. You feel me? He parked in the wrong spot. You blocking everything. Because you a police officer, you thinking you could do that and nobody can do nothing to you.
When she did, she said she encountered a school employee who yelled profanities at her. The employee would deny using any profanity, but said he told the woman not to park there. 20 minutes later, surveillance camera captured this. That's Officer Rodriguez returning in his truck, and that's the school employee, a 64-year-old man who said Rodriguez asked him, "Do you want to say that to a man?"
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Remind you, this is a police officer. A police officer not supposed to behave in this type of manner. Just because, allegedly, he claimed that the worker that was working at the school parking lot told his wife or fiance or whoever that female was that to move her car, but she said he cursed it at her. He used a curse word towards her, and then she went back and told him what the employee did or said. And now he went out there, took his truck and put it right back in that same spot and told that employee, you want to come say what you said to my wife or my fiance or my girlfriend to me? And he ain't even waste no time. He just came out of his truck and start attacking the employee. And this is an officer. You knows the law. You assaulting a individual. You breaking the law. This is the things that you supposed to lock other people up for doing what you doing. And this is what you are doing. This is the example you setting in this community. This is crazy. You must have somebody else above you that put you in this position that you don't even care about, like your father a judge, or your father maybe the chief commander or something that give you that power, that authority, that think you could act like a criminal and still be a police officer at the same time. You feel me?
It was then, he said, that the officer shoved him, then punched him repeatedly,
look at this,
knocking him to the ground. The 64-year-old would tell...
You see this? And this is a 64-year-old man. This officer is attacking. And I don't even know how old the officer is, but as far as I know, he's probably pretty young, probably in his 20s or late 30s or mid 30s. We gonna find out though, but no officer not supposed to do this. Because somebody used infinity towards your wife or whatever, your girlfriend, You think it's okay for you to go out there and beat up that person? That's crazy, yo. No way you supposed to be a police officer. No way. You breaking the law. You doing stuff that you're not supposed to even do. This is a minor activity. Somebody curse at your girl and you take it on top of yourself to go beat up that person. This is crazy.
Tell police that while he was on the ground, Rodriguez punched him 5 times in the face. A woman who said she witnessed the assault reported pulling the officer off of the man and said the officer then shoved her. When Clinton Township police responded,
You hear that? And that's the lady right there. She heard the rupture, when she looked behind her, she seen the officer punching my man. So she ran back there. And she said she was trying to take the officer off the elderly. And that's when the officer pushed her as well. And I believe her. You know what I'm saying? I do believe her. And with the curse situation, the officer said my man cursed at his girl or his wife. Who knows? That probably do happen. But they probably was upset that they parked in a spot that they not supposed to park at. So my man, the worker, probably did raise his voice a little bit, or probably say something that, you know what I'm saying, out not at the normal. And she took it to offense and went to go tell her fiance or her husband, just because she knows he's an officer. You feel me? This is crazy. This is the type of stuff that she's supposed to hold on to, not instigate anything further. Just because the dude cursed at you, you feel like you should go tell your husband and let him go take care of the situation. 2 wrongs don't make a right. This is crazy.
They said the school employee had a laceration on his face, along with dry blood and a swollen lip. Then last December, Officer Rodriguez was charged with aggravated assault.
Look at him. This is a young individual. He looked young, looked like he's in his late 20s or mid 30s, and he was beating up a elder in his late 60s, mid 60s. This is crazy.
And assault and battery.
Did you know about this?
Absolutely not. The first time I heard about this is when you brought it to my attention.
Ricardo Moore is a Detroit police commissioner who reviewed the police report from that night, along with the surveillance video of the alleged assault.
If it was an issue where police needed to be involved, the officer would know to call the police himself, not take matters into his own hands.
Facts.
And assault an elderly man.
Exactly. If you are off-duty police and you seen something that's going on that's wrong, call for police backup. You know what I'm saying? And besides, remind you, this ain't nothing going wrong here. It's just the officer feel like my man said something disrespectful to his female and he wants to take that up on his responsibility and go beat up dude. Stuff don't work like that, especially when you a law officer. You supposed to serve and protect, not beat up who you protecting.
Yeah.
Since December, Officer Rodriguez has been on paid administrative leave from the department. His father is a high-ranking official in DPD, captain of the city's 12th precinct.
Okay, you hear that, right? You hear that. You heard his father is a high-ranking in the police department. I knew it had to be something. I knew it had to be something. He had to have somebody high-ranking in his family to make him behave like that. Cause not because you an officer, you know what I'm saying, you don't behave like that, cause you could easily lose your job. You know what I'm saying? So usually when you see an officer behave like that, it's because they father the chief, or they father the judge, or they father the mayor, the senator, or something that makes him important to the police precinct, that the chief, the commissioner, people of those magnitude not going, you know what I'm saying, punish him because his father is high rank.
Action played no role in Chief James White's decision not to pursue Rodriguez's pay.
You hear that? So he's still getting paid. And they claim it's not because his father is a high-ranking officer. is not the reason why he's still getting paid, then why? Why is he still getting paid? We have the evidence right here. It's all on camera. What y'all gonna say? This didn't happen? It's here. He's supposed to be suspended without pay, not with pay. So you telling me he's just home chilling now and still receiving his paycheck? This just gonna encourage him to go out there and do more violence. Stay home and receive my paycheck. This is crazy and insane, ladies and gentlemen. And yo, this is mind-boggling how people could get away with stuff of this magnitude, and just because they pops or family member is high-ranking in the police department or whatever, they still stay on their job, still getting paid, and they committed a violent crime. This is crazy. Let's move on to the next story.
Dallas police arrested a former Uber driver wanted for punching a passenger who complained about not having enough leg room behind him.
What?
Surveillance footage showed the attack. A man...
Yo, hold up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from all over the world. You hear this situation? Do you hear this story? A passenger of a Uber complains to the driver that is not enough leg room behind here. And they claim the Uber driver got mad and punched the passenger. Yo, what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen? What is going on here? Do Uber do a background check on these drivers? Cause you can't just be making anybody become a Uber driver, especially violent individual. Cause how could somebody complain about legroom and next thing you know, the dude that's driving the Uber punch dude? You risk your own job, bro. Your own job where you don't have to go work for no boss. You your own boss by driving your own car. You just jeopardize that. This is crazy, ladies and you really have to be a violent individual for risking your own job that you is in charge of. This is crazy.
And a large man gets out of the front seat. You can see him eventually punch the victim from behind, knocking him.
People, you see that, yo? This is crazy. And he's a big, heavy-set dude. And this is a older, elderly individual. It's hard to watch, ladies and gentlemen. This is hard to watch and to look at. Yo, imagine if that was my grandfather, my father, or anybody of that nature, and this Uber driver did this to my parent. Oh my Lord, oh my Lord. I'm saying certain things I'm willing to go do time for. You feel me? It's certain things that I'm willing to go do time for when it comes to my family and my loved ones. This is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy, especially when you see it happen on camera. Imagine this man, son, grandkids, or whoever watching this video right now. They probably lay waiting for this Uber driver.
To the ground, police say that suspect is Willie Williams, a man with a previous assault conviction. Fox 4's David Centenary live.
You hear that? A man with a previous assault conviction. These the type of people Uber not supposed to allow to work for y'all. If you have a violent past, you're not supposed to be working for things like Uber and stuff of that nature, where you go counteract with individual. You violent. You a violent person. So you not a people's person. You don't have good relations with individual. And you could see it right here. My man, only thing my man complain about is that he do not have enough passenger room for his legs in the back. And the driver punched him because of that? This is crazy, and you could tell the passenger back was turned walking away, and the big fat tall driver just walk up behind dude and punched him. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Ivan Dallas with the update. David.
Yeah, and according to an arrest warrant, Willie Williams was arrested at a hookah lounge in Addison after Dallas Police Department received some information that that's where he was at yesterday evening. It was 8 days after that attack.
I'm glad, he's in the jail now,
41-year-old Willie Williams is charged with assault, injury to the elderly, after the now former Uber driver allegedly punched a 68-year-old passenger in the back of the head off Market Center Boulevard in Dallas on October 2nd.
I know your back was relative.
This crazy, yo. This is crazy, ladies. That there's no way this driver's supposed to do what he did. Why? You could see he's an elderly man. You could see his back turned. You pissed off at the man because he doesn't want to drive inside of your car? Just cancel the trip and go get another passenger, bruh. This is crazy.
Turned. He came up from behind. Did you see the punch coming, or did you not know what happened?
I did not know nothing,
Suleiman Gaba does not own a vehicle and gets around using ride shares. He was planning to go to Walmart with his wife when he ordered an Uber from Williams. But before they even left the pickup spot, Gaba complained to Williams that there was not enough legroom in the back seat, according to an arrest warrant. Prior to the arrest, police spoke with Gaba in person and Williams over the phone. Both sides admit there was an argument. Williams told police he canceled the ride and pushed Gaba. But what's seen on surveillance video obtained by Fox 4 shows more than a push.
Suddenly it happened with me. I did not see nothing, he punching me or not, because I was not ready.
So you didn't even see it coming?
No, I did not see even coming,
Gaba dropped to the ground. His wife, who was wondering what even happened, called 911. Williams drove off.
Where did he punch you at?
Right here, in my head.
After Fox 4 broke news of the story last week, Uber deactivated Williams from the rideshare app. In 2002, Williams was charged with misdemeanor assault and pled guilty, serving a 1-year probation sentence. Uber says it conducts background checks and its process complies with local requirements and laws.
Do you want him to spend time in jail?
Yeah.
Gaba is more frail than he used to be. Just last year, the 68-year-old says he weighed 250 pounds, until colon cancer led to him unexpectedly dropping more than 100 pounds. Now he's cancer-free and thankful that the punch did not cause a major injury.
This crazy, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy, yo. I'm glad for my man too, cause he was kind of heavy set. You seen that? And he said he had some type of cancer, and that forced him to lose a lot of weight. He's looking real better now. That's crazy. I like that. You know what I'm saying? But this crazy situation right here is insane, and I hope they catch him up. As a matter of fact, let me listen to some more to find out if they caught him.
Punch me like that and I fall right away.
Records show Williams is still in the Dallas County Jail behind me. Bond set.
Okay, so he's locked up right now. You feel me? And that's where he deserved to be. This is crazy. This is a crazy story, ladies and gentlemen. This a real crazy story, and no elderly should not go through what my man just went through, or the prior first story that I showed. No elderly not supposed to go through these. It's crazy out there. Yo, this Uber driver, jail for you, lose your job, and I don't know what you're gonna do when you come out. Cause you a violent individual anyway, so you're not supposed to have job where you working with individual. I don't know where you gonna work at. Wherever you work at, you supposed to be in like people watching you at all time. Cause you violent. It's crazy, lady. Make sure y'all be safe out there. Peace and love, and we up out of here.